Hi, good evening. This is a very quick video giving my opinion about the new education policy. Not the policy per se, because I think it's a great policy which looks fabulous on the paper. We'll have to see how it will be translated as action on the ground. Because education is a concurrent list, is on the concurrent list, and while the central government frames the policy, is the state governments which have to implement it, or the tactical execution on the ground takes place at the state government level. There are a few educations at the central government level which are dispersed across the country. Those will come under the ambit of the central government, and they can act directly with respect to implementing the national policy. The second thing that I'm also trying to understand is what happens to minority institutions, because they come under a special ambit for education. The third thing I'm looking at is what happens to all the central schools and KVs and other central government schools which have been established primarily for the central government employees who get transferred every 2 to 3 years. So we'll have to see how the language policy will be followed, and a lot of times the student who is studying in Bangalore or Delhi may have the option of certain subjects, but if he's posted to Dibrugarh or Silchar or let's say somewhere in Leh, the dad is posted and the family happens to stay there, then there's both a language issue and availability of teachers to teach some of the core subjects or even the vocational subjects. So we'll have to see the tactical execution of this is going to be a mighty big challenge. But all said and done, I think it's a very radical policy, and I'm excited about it because if you have children who are now in 6th, 7th, 8th, or who are going to their 11th now, it's, I think, a fantastic opportunity for them to be part of the system. The policy has been passed. Only thing is it has to be notified, and then it will be published in the official gazette, and then they will probably roll it out from 2021. Now, in terms of counselors, so with the rest of the things, I think it's up to the formal education sector to comment on it and do whatever it needs to. But if you look at where it's going to benefit the counselors, I think now the decision point on what your child needs to do has moved to fifth or sixth standard. And the reason is that from the fifth or sixth standard, from the sixth standard to eighth standard, the government is saying the child has to start undertaking certain internships, has to choose a vocational trade. It could be the local arts, craft, or anything, and has to undertake that. So which means the parents have to make a decision at that point, and there'll be confusion in terms of which vocational trade to choose. So till now they didn't have to really bother up to their ninth standard. So but at fifth standard now, since they have to make a choice, that's where again they might start seeking out counselors. The second point where they'll seek out counselors is when they come to the ninth standard instead of 10th standard now. Why ninth standard? Because in ninth standard they'll have to choose one vocational stream which is considered the core vocational stream, which will be certified as a stream that they need to pass out from when they finish their 12th. And this vocational stream, you must remember the word vocational itself signifies that they are specializing in a particular stream which will make them eligible to get a job. So this vocational stream has to be selected in ninth. So while they selected a vocational trade in their sixth, which is more of a hobby and a passion. In ninth, they'll have to choose a core skill with which will be a vocational skill of excellence, and they'll be given a certificate in that. So again, there the parents will actually come to counselors to see what aptitude and interest students have and what kind of vocational choices needs to be made. The second thing that is very interesting is they have broad-based the subject selection in the ninth standard and made it more a merged, compacted concept, in the sense that it's not necessary that you choose only the science, arts, or commerce stream in your 11th, but you can probably choose physics with music, or some such combinations, where you can have a combination of science, commerce, and art subjects which you can carry forward. There will be certain limitations, but the choices will be there, which means there is more confusion now. Instead of having three streams, they are going to have to exercise their mind on the choices that they make. Again, this is an opportunity for the counselors in the ninth standard itself, not even ninth, probably from the eighth standard itself. So this is really good news at the first to 12th standard education level. You already have it in fifth and sixth level and standard, and again then you have it from the 8th standard standard onwards, not only for a vocational core skill that they're going to choose in helping them choose that, but also the combination of subjects, which is going to get more confusing because now they have to choose it based on the passion and interest. It's confusing not because it is bad, it's confusing because you have that much more opportunity to cater to the child. When we come again to the 12th standard, it's going to be the routine choices that they are making right now. So that particular aspect will continue because they'll have to select a subject or a graduation stream of their choice, which could be in arts, commerce, or science, or in a lot of vocational degrees that are coming up. So again, that is an opportunity that continues as of now. The other important opportunity that you will notice is really going to bloom now is that they have said that the degrees are segmented. What do I mean by that? That means they're going to have credit system for these degrees. So every year that you study, every subject within that year is going to have credits. These credits are going to be transferable within universities and between degrees. So it is like your a bank account. You've done certain subjects, you acquired certain credits. If you want to tomorrow do some other, get some other degree, you will have to see what are the subjects required to complete that degree, see what are the credits you have accumulated, and if there are any common subjects here, and you can transfer the credits there, and you have to do that many less subjects. I think it's a fabulous concept. It is going to really help students. And the idea behind this, of course, for the government is not to cater to those brilliant students who may stick to one subject line, but to cater to the dropouts, which is a massive percentage in higher education. Right now, it is just very low, the number of people who complete their graduation. They want to push it up by 2030 to about 50% of the people who enroll complete the graduation. But how does it help us as counselors? It helps us a lot because, for example, we run a program called Bachelor's in vocational training in airline and airport management. This is a 3-year degree program, but this vocational training degree programs were started in 2013. The way they work is similar to what the new education policy 2020 is saying. How is that? At the end of first year they get a diploma, at the end of second year they get an advanced diploma, at the end of third year they get the degree. Now during the first year they do some common courses, which are 2 languages, environmental science, and 1 humanity subject. That is 4 subjects. After that they'll do 3 subjects which are core from our core area, which is airline and airport management. Now let us say at the end of first year he finishes and gets his diploma and decides that he has to work now. There is some financial pressure or he needs to earn money. He's not able to study. He can go and work, and he can come back even after 2 years, 3 years, and do his second year and get his advanced diploma. Again go to work, come back and do his third year and get his degree. So I think this really works for a segment of population which is not ready to study and invest either time or money due to some personal reasons or due to some other reasons, health, maybe family, maybe whatever it is. But where does it help us? See, now at the end of first year, we had cases where there are, for example, BWOC courses in airline and airport management. There are courses in design, there are courses in digital marketing, etc. Now, we had students who say that we have finished first year diploma in airline and airport management. The right now the climate is not conducive to jobs in airline and airport management. So I would like to switch to BWOC in digital media because I can sit at home and do this course. Now, what would have happened in the normal course? In the normal course, what would happen is that guy has to again enroll in another degree program, pay his first year, pay his second year fees again, and complete it. But in this case, you must remember that every year there are 4 common subjects in all the BWOC programs and 3 subject specialized programs. So he only has to complete what was rigid. Let's say he's going to digital media, what was relevant in the first year of those subject specialized courses, those 3 subjects, and then continue his second year. He is able to carry forward the 4 subjects for which he has already passed and got his credits. That's a big win. Now, this is where career counselors can come, because there will be a lot of people at the end of first year who may say, I have finished this, but I'm not happy with this. I want to take something else, but I'm not understanding what it is. And you can do your psychometric evaluation and give counseling. Similarly, at the end of second year, similarly, at the end of third year. So, I think there is a lot of opportunity instead of earlier having two opportunities, that is in ninth and 10th and in 11th and 12th. Now you will have once in 5th and 6th, second time in ninth and 10th, uh, third time in 11th and 12th, fourth time after each year of degree, first year degree, fifth time after second year degree, third time after third year degree. So really you have almost 3 plus 1 4 5 6 opportunities now instead of two principal opportunities. So I think we need to celebrate this, and look forward to how we'll adapt our business models to suit this requirement. So all the best to everybody. This is my view. It's not necessarily something that everybody needs to subscribe to, but I believe this is what will happen going forward. Thank you.